whatever, however, whoever failed me and is being pretty much asshole for the last 5 years or so. Just one sign of them struggling and calling me or writing, I would be there. I would put on little ironic, yo, you failed me. Was a little bit of asshole. But everyone is sometimes an asshole. That's what friends are for. Therefore. But it's not that I am too much when I want to share how happy I am or how something cool had happened. It's not that I'm too much when I'm struggling. It's also that I'm too much when I'm listening and trying to understand and caring. I don't know. I got raised up in the belief that loyalty and friendship and care and love is something valuable. Something not everyone has. And yet, there's fucking no friend left who wants a friend that is loyal without hesitation, without compromises. Just the only thing that if someone is asshole to me, this someone needs to accept for themselves, okay, I was asshole. Doesn't even be sorry about it, just recognize it. Because sometimes you are asshole and meant it like it. Some things happening between humans. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Janis, na you, ich hab keinen blassen Schimmer, was hier eigentlich los ist, Alter.
I want to re-emphasize the importance of having a support network. And if you don't have a support network, finding a support network. It could be other autistic people, it could be friends and family. I would recommend trying to find and make friends with some other autistic people as well, especially those who
Does this count as support network?
Because we don't always resonate
It's
with
kind of a
every other autistic person, but when we do, it's absolutely amazing.
When
if you're looking
I
for other resources,
put this one
on
in,
my written blog, I've published over 20
then
diagnosis
it gets
stories. So you can
support.
read people from all over
So
the
I
world,
can
different
maybe
ages and genders and
do this.
different backgrounds, and see how different yet somehow connected our autistic experience has been. In a similar way, I've also got a playlist of Aspie interviews, which is another good way to get to know what does autism look like in real life. Because for me, that was the trigger point for me when I saw what autism looked like in real life, not just this medical definition. Suddenly, it was something that I could immensely relate to. There may also be autistic support groups or just social groups in your area.
When I learned first about autism and Asperger's syndrome, it was called back then, it was in 2013. We watched the movie Adam in school. Was I was I'm struggling. Egal. We learned about it, and then same time around, my little brother got the maybe autism label, I call it, because I don't know what Verdachtsdiagnose is in English. But my mom decided he wasn't struggling, so they didn't get through the diagnosing process. When I look back now, he was struggling a little bit. I don't know, it's a little bit difficult to talk with my brother, but I think it's because I always masked talking with him, and therefore being annoyed by it, how he is, because weird. And by now, he's the only one I don't feel rejected from. I wrote him in WhatsApp after I figured out what's happening with autism, and so I think we both have autism. And he sent back an image from of I don't know, weird little robot thing, Autismus Prime. I love it. And he's the one I can just send a sticker with the tractor, and on the wheels are little heart emoji eye things, and he replies, fänd ich gut. Find ich gut is, I like that. Fendt is a tractor brand. So he's especially interested in tractors, but it's okay. I don't know. How ironic that out of anyone, my little weird Nico is the one who's giving me the strength to not feel totally alone, just by communicating 3 messages in WhatsApp. I would love to connect deeper with him, go really the emotional path downwards. But that's not how he is acting or talking anytime. I don't know how much he's struggling in real life. I know that when I still lived back home, he had problems. He had meltdowns. He had struggles by being misunderstood and some sensory issues. But he was the guy that came through the door and started talking about his interests. For example, told you every single price and furniture and stuff of any cruising ship that's out there in detail. Or a little earlier in his life, he was the kid sitting on the toilet while pooping, telling you 3 hours what he would want to have for Christmas and his birthday, one day after Christmas, or his birthday for the next year. That's a side of autism I never experienced as a child. Because I wasn't with C. The word starts with a C. Not curtains. I thought I was too shy, too insecure. I have no clue what happened, that I have become that early, that shy and insecure. Because I don't know. I have no clue.
So check online, check meetups, check other places like that to see if there's any way that you can meet autistic people in real life. And I might leave it there. There's been a lot in this video.
I think if I would meet autistic people, they would be overwhelmed with all I got figured out already in about everything, because I spent 30 years thinking and trying to understand and learning and raising the bar always, because however what I did, it wasn't enough. And now I'm proud of it, because I used everything I had available to become who I am. And I look forward to do it another 30 years, even if it would hurt all the time. Just the only thing that makes me afraid is that maybe something could happen that pushes me out of control for just a tiny amount too long, that I damage myself in some way. Not just getting a cold because sitting in the bathtub for too long and not getting out also. But yeah, there is the stuff, the longing for transferring the pain from inside to the outside. There is the need for just simply stop suffocating because I stop breathing, and then I don't have to suffocate anymore, And by now, any autistic being would be that struggling about everything what I said and how to mask in the right way. And I just want someone who is strong enough to be honest with themselves. It's not even that I want them to be honest with me for myself or something. But you can't talk about some stuff when your conversation partner is looking away from stuff that's happening, or lying to themselves, because the subconscious will know how much one can take. And most humans, I fear, are not capable to accept that they have failed something, someone, somewhen, somewhere, sometime, I don't know, and not hating themselves for it. I think that's too much for human beings. However, if autistic or not, or I don't know. For ADHD, it's a little other difficult. Leah, the one who lived with me, got late diagnosed ADHD. The possible ADHD is for me in some distant corner of the thinking, diagnosing thing somewhere, because I really have to be honest that I work extremely well when this sentence was wrong started. My functioning and my thinking and my being gets way better and advanceder if I am on amphetamines. Yeah. If everyone is telling you the pain that's suffocating you inside of you isn't there, you search for something that helps. Cutting my skin doesn't help. Tried it at first. Alcohol doesn't help. Cigarettes doesn't help. It didn't help. Cannabis and a tiny amount of amphetamine. Perfect mixture. Not too much, because then it's, not that good anymore. But do I seem like I have the energy and strength left to try to prove how I feel and that I'm feeling how I'm saying, and not just to prove to some doctor who just makes their job to earn money to live and doesn't really care to understand and accept that I'm not trying to manipulate some doctor to stamp me as this person does not be in der Lage, isn't able to do stuff in society like working, small talking. What do humans in society Besides of car driving, small talking, surface scratching, avoiding deep dives, and distract themselves from the fact that they are working all their lives to live. I mean, some would call me a parasite because I live from social welfare, because I know that I wouldn't survive this stuff. I wouldn't survive to have to do some stupid thing all day long and waste my life. I would kill the stupid thing. Or am I the stupid thing? Or maybe killing is not the good thing. Fulfilling. And who knows? Sometimes I try to push my self-confidence. Confidence is the word with C I search for. The confidence, self-confidence. What have I thought of? To push my self-confidence. I tried to play as if that what I'm writing and pushing on YouTube has the potential to reach someone. I don't think during my lifetime, but sometimes I like to tell myself everything's okay. All the great thinkers and great artists got popular just after their death. Yeah. Comparing myself with Nietzsche or Van Gogh or I know, stupid. I don't think that I'm reaching that amount of master brain. But not believing in the potential is like giving up. And so, talking oneself a little bit too confident, better than nothing. And now I have really issues forming correct English sentences because I smoked not for, I don't know. It started to get, the sun started to rise when I wanted to smoke. Now it's almost 12 o'clock. Sunrise is 5:30, 6 o'clock around. I might leave it there. It's been a lot in this video.
It's been a huge topic. I've already broken it into 3 and they're still going way over time. But I hope you found this really helpful.
His video is going 20 minutes. If he's saying that his video is way over the time, what would mine be then? I guess too much for humans to experience because of worshipping printed paper and glowing square stuff. Glowing square. But I tell you something. You can watch my video through a glowing square. And you don't even need to watch it. It's enough to listen because my ugly human face I know. Brightest darkness in the ocean. And it's this always balancing myself from not falling down, because I actually feel like smashing my head with some rock or doing any other destructive destructive I don't know. And now what? Now what? The one criteria that's for myself, the absolute evidence that I'm not just struggling like autistic beings, but I am, is how fucking addicted I got to stimming in the right way and not in chewing stuff shit or just tapping shit, but really stimming. There were... my ad blocker doesn't work. My ad block doesn't work.
Hi everyone.
Now my ad block works. When I'm sad, I'm going to watch this video. And it helps me to feel better. It's like Balsam für die Seele. Some healing cream, pain reducing for the soul. Or something. I don't know. I try something. Wait.